Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here, and welcome to the Final Fantasy XII post-game. So I have taken a break, at least gameplay-wise, for a while, and so I'm excited to at least give some of the post-game stuff a shot. Now, the first thing I want to do, there's a Bazar package. There's actually a few Bazar packages I want to make. Only 3 that I have planned. So for this one, we need to sell... And I'm just going to sell the stuff on screen. 3 Cancer Gems, 2 Sickle-Blades, and 2 Coeurel Whiskers. And while past gameplay me is doing that, now I did try to do live commentary again, and I did eventually get a setup that would let me do live commentary. However, the same setup did not end up recording the game audio. So yeah, it would just be me talking, and none of the beautiful sounds and sound effects and music that this game presents, and that would be a travesty. And you all know we cannot have video games with no sound. That's ridiculous. Alright, I am going to do... Yes, the Serpent-Blade. Costs a lot of money. I am going to do a lot of stuff off camera. That gives us the Mesa for Vaughn. For starters, I'm going to grind to level... well... that'll be the last thing I do on this list, but, and I'll list all this stuff in the description as well that I do off screen, and where to get it. First, I'm going to pick up a 3rd Embroidered Tippet. That doubles our experience, and I'm going to get that, you can poach them from Coeurls at the Tictha Uplands. I'm going to go back to Pharos because I missed some very, very important treasures there. I'm also going to pick up the Cleanse spell from the Cerobi Steppe, or the Cerobi Steppe as I like to call it. There's another place I'm going to discover also off camera that we can go to, so that'll be added to my post-game to-do list. I'm going to farm up to 18 blood wolves. You can get those from the bunnies in the Feywood. I'm just filling out some license board here, don't mind me. Past gameplay me knew that post-commentary me would need to ramble a little bit. I'm going to pick up... how many Beastlord hides? 7 Beastlord hides? Yes, 7 Beastlord hides. You can get that from the Reavers in Pharos. Much. I gotta go back there anyways to get some treasures that I missed. More about those in a little bit. And then, finally... let's see, we had everything to make the Serpent-Blade. We need holy crystals, but we can't get those quite yet. I was originally going to try and steal those from holy elementals that you could find in the Feywood. However, it is a rare steal from them, and holy elementals are rare in themselves. So I think in my whole time grinding for the 18 blood wolves, I found 3 holy elementals, never found a thing from it. Okay, so we did all that stuff off camera, and I grinded to level 55. Holy crystals will be picking up a bit later, so don't worry about those right now. But I have another Bazar package I want to make, and for that we're going to sell 9 blood wool, 7 prime tanned hide, which I think we've picked those up along the way, and 8 dark crystals. Those you just get a ton of. And I'm selling dark stones by mistake here, but I'm going to sell dark crystals. I've already sold like billions of dark crystals to this place because I just needed to unload them from our inventory. If you sold them previously, that's fine. I'm just going to sell 8 more just for completionist sake here. Yeah, so holy crystals we're going to pick up a little bit later. And, well, you'll see what this is making. Meanwhile, the Cleanse spell that I picked up in the Cerobi Steppe, it cures disease. It's a spell that cures disease, because, as we know, Asuna can't do that. Bazar. Black Vestments, I don't know what that is, or what caused the Gaia gear there, but who cares. Black Vestments is the one that I was after there. And I'll list these Bazar packages in the... video description as well. It doesn't matter what merchant you go to and sell the stuff at. So yeah, that gets us another black mask and some black robes. Black robes, remember, increase the power of our dark elemental attacks. So that'll be nice. And the Black Mask can absorb dark elemental stuff, which is also kind of nice. So as you can see, my main party will run around with embroidered tippets on, so we get double experience points. And you might think that grinding up to 55 was a huge chore. Not really. Honestly, I think collecting the blood wolves was a bigger chore than that. But the level 55 wasn't that bad. Not going to do any more like intentional or additional grinding right now, but I will be wearing those embroidered tippets. We're going to go to the Nebraska Deadlands. Since this is a place that I thought the main game would bring us to, this is the place I want to begin the post-game adventures, because I really thought that the main game was going to take us there. And we have enemies. These enemies are around like level 45, 46, so it was right around the level that we ended the game at, so it feels like this is a good place to start rather than all those level 60 areas that we found. I found a few level 60 areas. I found those on camera if you guys remember them. If not, don't worry, we'll hit them eventually. I don't know if we'll be successful or not, because as of the recording of this particular post-commentary, I'm still working on recording post-gameplay stuff. I'm about like 5 or 6 parts into the post-gameplay. And this is Macliu here, so this is who we need to talk to before we go to the Necro Hall of Nabudis, because, well, there's stuff we have to get before going to Nabudis in order to get everything out of Nabudis that we can get. If you're not following that, that's okay. Don't worry about it. I've got plenty of time to explain it to you. I still have other things I want to say about, like, the treasures we missed. I'll list it all in the description. I'll go over that a bit later in this part, hopefully. So, Rokenmu and Rokenmu are loyal, but basically we need to get 3 medallions. And he sent out his associates. At least I'm guessing you pronounce them Rokenmu and Rokenmu. I mean, there's like 1 letter difference between the two. So, yeah. He doesn't really tell you where to go, so I did use an online guide for this because, well, this section isn't very fun for me if I'm not. So we want to go see Old Dahlan, and we find Rokenmu here, not to be confused with Rokenmu. And so we talk to him, and he talks about this medallion he's trying to get. Basically, there's 3 sealed beasts in Nabudis, and they're about to break free, so we need... The medallions are keeping them in place, but they're not going to hold them forever. So they're looking for a hero. The hero is us. And but we need to get these medallions so we can go through the doors that are sealing these beasts. Now, remember the fragments? We've picked up a couple fragments from this medallion already. And Rokenmu has a fragment, so we need 4 fragments for this 1 medallion. One of the fragments we got in the underground waterway when we were playing with all of the those water gates. You guys remember that cryptic sequence? Yeah, that's how you get one of the 4 pieces of this. Another one we got from one of those hunts that we did in the waterway. It was either the White Moose or the Orthos hunt. One of those 2 gave us another fragment. And you're going to see here that we're going to... Basically, Rokenmu here is just telling us all of this stuff, and he's looking for the medallion. It's been split into 4 parts, yada yada yada. He has 1 part, we give him 2 more, and then we have to go find the 4th one. And how you get to the 4th one, or the 4th fragment, it involves a chain of talking to people in Rabanasta. And I don't really know how you're supposed to know which people to talk to, because it's very cryptic. Or it might be like, oh hey, go talk to this person. Okay, where are they? They're not at the Sand Sea because he was kicked out of there. Great, that really narrows it down. So yeah, I used an online guide for this. So first we want to pick up this treasure, and we want to talk to Philo to get this started for the 4th medallion piece. So there's a man who used to be a sky pirate, came from Nabudis. He had the medallion, he got here, he broke the medallion into 4 parts so it couldn't be uncovered, and blah blah blah. I already explained this. It's a quest for the Buccaneer Brigade. Yeah, this is a quest for children, of course. Okay, so they give you a hint. Check the city streets. Great hint. Fabulous hint. We're going to do this all on camera. What we have to find is a woman. It'll come up as a curious woman over by the fountain in the main area. So that's where we're going to go. Let's see, other treasures that I got from Pharos. Speaking of Pharos, you guys remember when we got like 2/3 through the dungeon and I started finding those false walls that we could break open and find treasure behind? And I said, well, I'm willing to bet that I missed some other treasures previously in the dungeon involving false walls. And yep, that's exactly what happened. I found several treasures there, even a couple treasures, a treasure that wasn't on my list, the Demon Shield I found there. And that was in the first flight. The Wellspring Ravel first flight. And I'm going to list the items I got and also the segment of where I got them in Pharos. So, yeah, that'll also be listed in the video description. I got the Chaperon. It's light armor 10 for Vaughn. Pretty nice. That was in the Wellspring Ravel second flight. In the first flight, it was the Demon Shield. I got a Dragon Mail from the Station of Ascension. Alright, this woman, she talks about forgetting her memory, or losing her memory. She was looking for her brother, and she had some sort of necklace that she ended up selling to someplace, but not to a shop. The place she actually sold it to was the Move-Through Bazar, so we're going to go there. Unfortunately, we can't just... there's no path on the left that connects that side of the city with the Move-Through Bazar, so we have to go, well, the path I'm taking, or use one of the Moogling things to warp you, but I'm not going to bother with that right now. I have other things to talk about. I got the Ardor spell, and I feel really silly for missing that because it was literally like right by a teleporter. We need to find a Banga here. A Banga who's not our clan provisioner, who's our merchant. That's who we're going to talk to next. Yeah, so they tell you it's some merchant, but not exactly who or where. And this guy, let's see what he says. Oh, he sold it to an Imperial. And the Imperial was kicked out of the Sandstee because he got drunk too much. So where is he now? Nobody knows. Well, I know because I use the internet. Because I'm not going to spend an hour wandering around just looking for this guy. But I know that he's hanging out at the magic shop. Yep, of all the random places. Yeah. And I am making use of the fast forward button there. So yeah, magic shop, and I do have the map on because I don't want to screw this up. Okay, so we talked to this guy, the Sotted Imperial, and we're going to ask him about the necklace. Tell him about the woman near the fountain. Alright, so the woman forgot who she was. Bring her here, I want to meet her. If you're telling the truth, we'll talk about this necklace. Okay, fair enough. If you're not, well, no telling what might happen to your little friends in Lowtown. Okay, you're threatening kids over... Why are you threatening kids? Can I stab you in the face? No, seriously, what is the point of him just randomly threatening kids because Vaughn comes up and talks to him? Like, really? I mean, I get he might be drunk, but still, the writing for this is questionable. Yeah, I missed the Ardor spell in Pharos. It was, remember the part where we had to teleport around and get the, like, go in order of basically the previous parts of the dungeon, where you'd take the, black stone teleporter, a black sigil teleporter first, and then the green one and the red one. And basically, if you found the hidden green sigil, you would warp to the exact room, the exact little hidden room, where the Ardor spell treasure is. The treasure chest was just in a corner, and I either did not see it or did not... Well, of course I didn't see it, otherwise I would have well picked it up. When have I ignored a treasure chest like that? So yeah, I kind of flubbed that part, but we did get Ardor now. Oh, and the sodded Imperial says, well, he wants to talk to the woman. So do you go back and talk to the woman at the fountain? No, because she's not there. You go back and talk to Philo. I don't know how you're supposed to know that, just off the bat. Yeah, this side quest here, it makes me want to stab someone in the face. So after you talk to Philo, and yeah, you can say, sure, let's go, and the cutscene will teleport you there. Fortunately, you don't have to do any more walking back and forth, so you'll be at the place and you just talk to the Sodded Imperial again, and he decides to spare your children friends. Okay, so they're going to get reunited. Yeah, poached the Embroidered Tippet. Talked about cleanse. What else did I have to talk about before the end of this video? Grinded to level 55. Oh, yeah, the grinding to 55. I did most of that around the Cerobi Steppe. The enemies, once you have the Embroidered Tippet equipped, you know, you're getting double experience. And it doesn't take too terribly long to level up. And especially the ones you want to look for, the shield worms, which have, I don't know, like 50 to 60,000 HP. It's ridiculous. But those guys are worth like 3,500 experience, double that. I mean, that's a really good deal. And Fran's death spell works against them, which is really, really convenient when you're using the Fran Balthier Bosch party. So yeah, I ended up doing that. And I don't know if it made a difference, at least it seemed like it did, so I had Fran at full HP when I went to use the death spell on those shield worms, and it seemed to work a lot better that way, because I don't know if the Serenity boost has anything to do with the death spell, but yeah, death spell, really nice. I like that. I like that this game made a good use of the death spell. I think that's all the main stuff. Because, yeah, I won't be... Let me check my list again. I've got notes all over the place, especially for this part. I've got so many notes to talk about. Okay. I think I've actually gotten the whole... Whew. Yeah, I finally got through all my notes for this part. Okay, so then I can spend some time talking about the Embroidered Tippet. Oh, and now that we finally got the 4th fragment. Remember, all of that was just for 1 of 4 fragments. Okay, technically 1 of 3 that we had to collect, because Ro Kenmu in here already had 1 to begin with. But yeah, that was a ton of work just for 3 fragments of 1 medallion. 1 of 3 medallions that we need. So we'll talk to Ro Kenmu here, not to be confused with Ro Kenmu. And we'll give him the final fragment. He'll turn it into the medallion, and he'll give us the medallion. The Medallion of Bravery. Or maybe we don't get the medallions quite yet. But yeah, he's gonna... Yeah, we don't get them quite yet. We got to get all of them. Yeah, don't worry. The second medallion isn't nearly as bad to get. In fact, we're going to get it by the end of this part. That's how not bad it is. But to find it, we need to go to, wait for it, Arcadia. Yep, so I took the... This is actually a re-recording, by the way, because I did record like 4 parts into the post-game, trying to do the live commentary and then finding out, oh yeah, and then finding out that the joy of not having the game sound effects. So I re-recorded this, which means I redid all that grinding twice. The grinding wasn't too bad. Like I said, it was the Blood Wolves that seemed to take the longest, because the bunnies that you get them from are semi-uncommon enemies there, and the drops or the steals from them are uncommon. It's an uncommon steal or uncommon drop from them. So, but yeah, it wasn't too bad. I want to say maybe I spent like 5 to 6 hours off camera doing the grinding and getting the cleanse spell and getting the the things for the Bazar packages that we needed. There's only a few that we needed. Blood Wolves was one of them. There's Blood Wolves and the Beastlord hides. So, anyways, we go into the magic shop. So once again, we're in a magic shop, and we talk to Ro-Kenmu here, not to be confused with Ro-Kenmu. And he talks about the Moonsilver Medallion, the Medallion of Love. And so apparently he had it, but then he sold it to Ardor. Why are you selling these medallions that can unlock these beasts in the Necro Hall of Nabudis? Not that any real logical person would just venture into such a dangerous place, knowing its history and all that. But still, why would you sell that medallion? I don't know. I don't understand this whole plot. So to find Otto, we have to go to Old Arcades. And it's not too difficult. In fact, you'll find him in this section, the Alley of Muted Size. That's the name of the section. So yeah, if you need to find the name of the sections of any of the places that I talk about in the video description, well, that's how you find them. You just pull up your main map. I should see your pause menu map, because we've got like 3 maps going. You got the on-screen full map, you've got the mini map in the corner, and then the pause menu map. Then I guess you also have the clan primer map, which will mark the hunts on there. So yeah, there's all kinds of maps in this game. I appreciate it. Don't get me wrong, viewers. I really appreciate it, because I get so turned around in these sorts of 3D environments. But we want to talk to this proper gent here. And it's a wedding band of Moonsilver. You didn't have to give me this. Your words give me joy enough. Wasn't that sweet? What are you staring at? Something against cross-class relations? Okay, first off, I didn't say anything to you. I just came up and said hi. I want your medallion, and I'm not afraid to stab you in the face for it, especially the way you're acting right now. Oh, blinded by my chops? Seriously? That's what you're gonna pull out here? You might be blinded after I stab you in the face. We haven't had enough action in this part. That's why I get like this. Okay, her favorite story is Prince on the Moon, so I'm giving her a ring of Moonsilver. Oh yes, I'm looking for a medallion. Well, I tried to, but you were telling me how much I hated cross-class relations that I didn't actually care about. Because I really don't care who you married, I just want the medallion. So, and just like that, he just gives you the medallion. I mean, he doesn't ask for money for it or anything, he just gives it to you. I don't know. I'm not going to complain, because it's a lot easier to get than the first medallion. Yeah, we already got the second medallion, and we're done. We didn't have to go on, 3 different quests just to get 3 different fragments, and we didn't have to go on this talking quest that's 5 times as long as as the quest for the second medallion just to get 1/4 or 1/3 rather, because we only had to collect 3 pieces because Ro-Kenmu had the 4th piece. Yeah, I've been over this. So with that, we can take the medallion back to Ro-Kenmu here, not to be confused with Ro-Kenmu, and we can watch him, teleport away too. And then after this, we'll pick up at Nabudis. That'll be, or not Nabudis, Nabras Deadlands. Wait, what? Disfavor of the Frog King. The Nightmare Frog King? No. No, Oh, I need to stab this Frog King in the face. I can't believe they would put this in the game. Okay. Well, now I really have violent tendencies flowing. So, yeah, I'll meet you back at the Makaliu guy next time at the Nebraska Deadlands, and we'll go on the quest to get the third medallion. The third one takes a little bit longer to get than the second one, but we get to explore a new area in doing so it's all good. No, he's not going to teleport away. Okay, I will.